Been back at school, you had them pens and pencils when you're making a beat with it. Shout out to my boy B. Listen, man, YouTube, Glow Yard Gang. Podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown, guys. Listen, if you guys are into NBA talk, NBA conversations, NBA debates, NBA hot takes, you're in the right place. Simply hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning as we get our NBA talk on. And also, too, everybody, please hit them likes for us today, man, as we continue to try to work with that algorithm, man. The only way we can do that is with your help by simply hitting them like buttons. And also, too, if you guys have any questions or any comments addressing any of the topics that we bring up here today, simply here's what the CNC in front of your question or your comment, man. We'll address those towards the end of the show. All right, King. Got a lot to get into today, man. Gonna have a pretty good show today. You ready to get to it, man?
I am, bro. Let's do this.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's start off the show like this, man, with a little bit of I was told.
I was told.
I was told.
I was told. I was told.
The Knicks losing to the Clippers. Shout out to BA. Listen, man. There are there are a bunch of different debates that go on throughout time in the NBA and all that good stuff, and your local barbershops, your wherever you work at, what they call it, water coolers and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. There's a debate that's going to probably go on until the end of time, King, even before these two are dead and gone. It's going to probably still be going on, man. So your boy Michael Porter Jr. was on a podcast, and they asked him the question of who he thought was the GOATs. All right, King, let's go ahead and check it out, man. Let's see what your boy Michael Porter had to say, man, that we're going to talk about here.
Wow. Who's the GOAT?
I'm going to say, the thing is, like, everyone will say Michael Jordan, which I do agree with, but I also didn't see him game to game every day to really know. People just will say Michael Jordan and haven't watched the film. They'll just say it to agree with everybody else, So for me, with my own two eyes, from what I've seen in my life, I'm going to say Nikola Jokic is the best basketball player I've ever seen. But with that being said, I'm, Kobe, LeBron, MJ, they're all, I would say Michael Jordan. I just haven't seen him day to day, game to game, his habits to really say that, But from what I've seen day to day, I haven't seen anybody as dominant as Nikola.
Shout out to WGN, man. I would listen to Demons, and I was listen to a recap of their show from I think a couple of days ago. While I was at work, and they brought up TBS and WGN was the main two channels. Like TBS showed all the Atlanta Hawks games, which I remember, and WGN showed all the Chicago games. So shout out both of them channels. But yeah, man, he said your boy Joker is the greatest player of all time, King. Shut up and don't debate on what he said. What you think, man? You agree with him?
I actually 100% agree with everything he said.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he said. I don't think he said anything that was incorrect at all. He showed respect to the generations beforehand by saying that he knows Michael and them were incredible and all, but then also, show face or whatever to his ignorance, I should say, in a way of not seeing Michael Jordan and some of the greats play, which
Right.
I didn't like that response and a little bit as far as like not seeing Jordan. I'm like, bro, like go watch film. What are you doing? And PJ like, you don't watch film? But no, he been having a great year this year, so I don't want to get on him like that. But yeah, I thought everything was fine. He said basically with his own two eyes, seeing guys on the court and all, basically like the best play he's ever seen play on basketball on the court is Nikola Jokic, and I'm fine with that answer. But like he said, I'm not going to take away from Michael Jordan. He said he would still probably say Michael Jordan. He still hasn't seen a lot of Michael Jordan playing, so that shows you the aura of Michael Jordan, how incredible he is. But yeah, bro, I had no problem with his answer at all. I thought it was the best way to answer it, actually.
Yeah, I hate these young dudes aren't students of the game. It kills me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know our era. Like I said, we always talk about how we grew up watching all these. Like I said, I was blessed to watch the dude's whole career, pretty much, especially through the '90s. Got to watch, like I said, on WGN, which is crazy. Today, you have to pay to watch Jordan play. Now, back in them days, said you can watch him for free. Like I said, every game was on. Every game was on TV. Like even if it wasn't on regular TV, or should I say on WGN. They had a national games like on NBC or TNT or whatever. So I got to watch his games that way. But yeah, like you said, at least he prefaced it by saying that, he didn't watch him and all that stuff. He said with his own eyes, he said Jokic. We could debate if Jokic is one of the greats. He is one of the greats. But I'm talking about as far as like one of the greats, GOAT of all time, that type of stuff. We probably could debate that all day, man. But yeah, like I said, he said he showed respect because a lot of the young folks don't do that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Like I said, the whole thing that just killed me just about the student of the game that killed me. It's like,
that might make the game even better if you actually went back and watched Jordan. But maybe that's why ain't nobody going back and watching Jordan, bro. Like that's Jordan.
What's crazy about that, King? Now that you say that, I just sat there and I thought about it when you said that. What did Kobe do?
I was about to go there and ask you that question next. I was going to say
people always talk about how great Kobe is. A lot of people think he is the GOAT. What do you think Kobe did? He went and studied these guys, not just Jordan. He went back as far as looking at, Jerry West and them guys, the Elgin Baylors of the world, right? The Oscar Robinsons of the world, the Dr. J's or whatever. He talked about all these players that he learned so much from. So I don't understand why, if you take liberties from Kobe, you think that Kobe's the GOAT, and you see how he patterned his game after amalgamation of different players and stuff, why aren't you doing it? Kobe was literally the definition of a student of the game, bro. That's all he did was study the game.
If it's crazy because if you were looking for a painting and like if you could have a damn near priceless painting or whatever, and like say a Mona Lisa or something like that, like you can get your hands on it and you could have it. You would rather have the original than a copy, correct? Like the original is always worth more, way more.
Right.
Why would you go, like, not even disrespecting Kobe? This is not, Kobe's incredible. You feel what I'm saying? Kobe's that dude. We know what Kobe is by him being the closest to what we saw as far as that skill and what he could do. But if he was copying the guy, he's the carbon copy, like we always say. Why wouldn't you go study the original, bro? Like, I don't. And I get it. These young guys, they say they see Kobe, and that it's like, I don't know. They put everybody on a pedestal that you forget about the older generations, bro. And it's like, y'all, man, we can make this game so great if somebody did want to be Jordan.
And it's crazy because I was listening. I think it was Joe Johnson said it. These people they look at the finished product, but not how the product was made. Mm-hmm. And it's like you don't want to see how, like, man, what steps did he take to get to that level? I want to be just like Kobe. Are you willing to take in the steps in the process to be just like Kobe? Because Kobe, there was a lot of times he didn't go home at night. He spent the night at gyms or whatever. Not saying you got to do that, but you see the things that he done to take steps towards that. And one of those things was being a student of the game. Yeah. And I remember guys like Chris Paul and Damian Lillard both saying that, like, yo, when my teammates want to go out and play video games all night with each other, I'm up in my room watching film, learning about guys. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul and them, learning about guys or whatever. See, a lot of people don't do that no more.
This is not a shot at Luka, the guy behind you, but you can tell he was a fan of LeBron James, right? Like you can tell by the way he plays, by the way the complaining and all that stuff. It's kind of like already LeBron James. Like before he even came into the league, it's like, damn, bro, you ain't win no championships yet, but you LeBron James in it. You feel me? Like these kids always follow, bro. I don't want to call him. He's not a kid, no more grown man, but everybody always want to follow instead of being better. You feel me? Like being yourself and being the next or the first or whatever. And that's a respect that we're gonna talk to Wemby and all that about him and all. But like wanting to be that first, like wanting to be better than somebody, be better than Jordan. You feel what I'm saying? Like you should play this game better than Jordan. Go ahead.
What you just said, ain't that not what Kobe was trying to do?
Yeah, like you should want to be better.
He literally
than the best.
Folks who know Kobe literally was saying that's what he was saying.
That's what he drove. Yeah, his drive.
He said, "I
was
want
to
to be better than Jordan." Yeah,
I want to be better than the best. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that should be your drive. So I'm like, with that being said, like the Luka thing, I compared him to Bron. I love Bron, and he's been to a bunch of finals, and I give him credit for all the finals most of them. He did win. You feel me? A bunch. Like Bron's won a bunch, but he's also failed a bunch. Be better than Bron. You feel what I'm saying? Like that would be my motivation. Like, I love you, Bron, but I got to see your failures. I grew up watching you and saw what you did to fail. Be better than him. That's how I always feel about these players, and nobody want to be better. Everybody's just comfortable being in the system or playing a certain way or a combination of some other player, something like that. Just like be you, be something different. Like, I hate that, bro. We talk about it all the time with teams trying to win a championship like somebody else. You don't know what the next best thing is because you haven't seen it. That's what I keep telling folks with anything. You've never seen it. We never saw Steph until we saw Steph. We never saw Bron. Like, it's players you can say, oh, he was, but they weren't Bron. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Scottie Pippen was great. We didn't think we were going to get Bron. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's the next best player is yet to be seen. Stop trying to be someone because you will never be better than the original. And that's how I always grew up. Thinking as far as, and that's what I was always told growing up, you can never be better than the original. You can always copy the recipe, but you'll never know the flavor, bro. So it is what it is. And these players, that's all they want to do is just copy the recipe, bro. And that's why the league is the way it is now. Shout out to Wemby.
Facts, man. But King, what was that brought to you by, man?
Shout out to our folks over at Fanatics.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem them in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
You already gave a spoiler alert already, man. Let's get to our debate today, man. Our debate is probably the hottest team right now in the league, man. So let's get to the debate. Yes, sir, King. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True contenders, King, are the Spurs true contenders? That's the question of today, man. I'm gonna go through a few of these slides, man. And when we do that, then you're gonna let me know, man, why the Sacramento Kings are better than the Spurs. Okay, what you gonna do today? So let's get to it, King. Check it out. So the Spurs are unbeatable when the 3-point shot is falling. Shout out to Spurs, everybody. They've said that before. So the perfect 17-0 in games when the Spurs shoot 40% or better from behind the arc. 27-5 record in games when 3-point shooting is 35% or better. They're 14-11 in games below 35%. So this is a tall tale. Let's just go back to the relying on threes again, but we'll get to that here in a minute. So the Spurs currently have the second highest chance of winning the championship, King, according to the odds. This is it right here. Oh, that's sorry, that's not the D. That's not it. I guess I didn't save it, but yeah. So they had the second highest chance behind the Oklahoma City Thunder, of course. And then it said the real reason why the Spurs was silent during the trade deadline. You said what?
Silent. It's like slight.
Oh, slight. Oh, okay. Let's see who got it.
No, it's gonna be silent. You were right, but it's slight on there.
Oh. Let me see. You know, it's crazy. I've never seen too many typos in this type of stuff right here, man. So this is Tim, your boy, your boy Tim McMahon, man. He says he recently reached out and asked why the Spurs were hesitant to make a move during the deadline. Just after speaking with members of the Spurs front office, he explained they want to give the young group a chance and see what they are made of. This is what he said. They said 5% rule of Daryl Morey explains that any team with over 5% chance to win a championship should be aggressive at the trade deadline to make their team better. While Spurs may have not made a move at the deadline, they certainly believe in their young core that has far exceeded expectation this year. Going forward, the Spurs will put their faith in this young core and trust that they can go very far in the postseason, King. We ain't done, King. Wait, there's more. Check this out, man. This young man right here, Carter Bryant, bro, has been balling, especially on the defensive end, man. He's been a godsend on the defensive end, which is not anything new. This is what we expected. We've seen it from him in the summer league. This is what his MO is coming to the league. Says amazing how much Carter Bryant has already contributing to a very competitive Spurs team. His defensive IQ, motor, and awareness have all translated immediately, giving San Antonio a reliable presence on that end of the floor. Add in a strong perimeter shooting making and keeps him playable offensively, and it's easy to see why he's earning minutes. Every time he's on the court, he feels like an instant impact player. These are facts. I've been watching this young man. He's been balling, man. I got to give him his props. Defensive Player of the Year, King. These are the odds right here for the 2026 NBA Defensive Player of the Year winnings. Winners right here. We got Chet with a plus 180. Your boy Rudy Gobert plus 500. Wemby comes in at plus 550. And then, of course, Bam at plus 2,500. So it's pretty interesting. I think if Wemby don't miss no game, it should be him, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. 8 Spurs averaged 10 plus this season. This goes back to the balance that they have, King. So check this out. Dylan is averaging 11. Harrison Barnes averaging 10.2. Keldon Johnson averaging 13. Champagne's averaging 11.2. Castle's averaging 16.5. Vassell is averaging 14.4. Wemby's averaging 23.7. And Fox is averaging 18.8. That's that balance right there, man. This is also an interesting tidbit right here, King. Check this out. So the Spurs, since February 1st, they only lost one game. They went undefeated in the whole entire month of February. So their defense, I'm sorry, is that offense or defense? Defense, okay. Defensive rating is 111. Offensive rating is 117.8 with a plus 6.8 net rating, bro. So, and then last but not least, check this out. The Spurs versus plus 600 and above teams. That's 600, not 500, 600 and above teams. After defeating Detroit versus OKC, they're 4-1. Detroit 2-0. Boston 1-0. Minnesota 1-2. Versus New York, they're 1-1, but they're 1-2 with the cup title. Said Houston are 2-1. They just beat Houston the other day, I think by 20. They're 0-2 versus Cleveland. They're 1-0 versus Denver. They're 12-7, but 12-8 when including the cup games. So they're 12-7 total. But if you want to add the cup games, 12-8. But they lost New York in the cup in the title game. But all right, King, what you think, man? Think about it. Wemby and the Spurs, man. Are they title contenders in your opinion?
Absolutely. Shout out to Greg and them on Spurs versus everything, but absolutely, bro. Carter Bryant, you feel like he's basically Sohan's replacement, right?
Yeah,
that's why they got rid of Sohan, and that like you said, instant impact.
That can shoot.
Yeah, instant impact, because if you add, we were talking about it before, when Wemby's out there, it makes the job of everybody else on the perimeter easier. So it's like they don't have to be the greatest defenders, but they become better defenders because Wemby's out there. If you actually add a lockdown defender out there on the perimeter as well with a Wemby,
it's funny you said that, but go ahead.
Oh my goodness, bro. That becomes like unstoppable defense. They ain't actually in that run, they actually weren't that great defensively. They just still was outscoring people and getting done. I think it said 111 as far as their rating and all. But they've been doing the thing, bro. I do think they're contenders, I do worry about their Eastern Conference record a little bit, about the guys in the East. Like if Detroit doesn't come out of the East, that Minnesota is a team I watch for as far as playing them because Ant likes to play against them. And I do agree they should not have made a move at the deadline. I think you play out with these guys, but I think they're going to find out. They're going to basically play it out to find out who stays and who goes because I worry about like a De'Aaron Fox and all. You feel me? Will he show up in the playoffs and be there? Will he like throw a dud? And you're like, damn, De'Aaron, where'd you go or something like that? But I mean, they have the time and all to deal with that. So I mean, they don't have to win a championship this year, but they definitely are one of the contenders, one of the favorites in the West to come out of the West.
Yeah, when you was talking about defense, a perimeter guy, that's what Castle is. He's arguably probably top 3, top 5 perimeter defenders in the league right now. Then you add a Carter Bryant, who's, like I said, he came into the league already. You know, he kind of remind me of, remember Thibault when he came into the league?
Yep.
That's what he kind of reminded me, but with a better jump shot because Thibault couldn't shoot.
Yeah, Thibault,
but he was averaging
locked down.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah, defense. That's what Carter Bryant reminded me of. I think he's probably more athletic than Thibault, but that's kind of in that same kind of wheelhouse or whatever, right? Yeah, like Vassell, even Dillon is a pretty good defender on the perimeter. But yeah, Castle's a very, very, very good defender on the perimeter.
Yeah,
he's in the conversation.
Like pressing.
Yeah, he's a 96 footer, bro. Like he gonna press you 96 feet, bro. Matter of fact, I think you got out the bed, man. As soon as you put your little slippers on, he right there.
Damn, bro, you hawking me, bro.
You know what I mean?
You better plug in that damn light. You keep knocking it out.
Pause. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That's a heavy pause.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the light. But nah, keep talking.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, they're true contenders, bro. Everybody doing their thing. Like I say, they're still young. I haven't seen them in the playoffs yet, so I still got to see them in the playoffs. I'm not gonna go ahead and crown them yet, like it's like any other year. But I mean, they got a chance, bro. I mean, I think they can beat OKC. I think they can beat anybody. It's just about will guys step up and everybody, health, guys staying consistent and all, and just keeping your roles when they get to the playoffs and a different beast. You feel me? Like hopefully the moment ain't too bright, but they're definitely one of the favorites. Excuse me.
So people online are kind of having they got some hesitation with the Spurs, which is understandable. They got the same thing with the Detroit Pistons, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got the same thing with Detroit or whatever, man. Like, we got to see it first type of stuff. Because at first I was like, bro, y'all hating or whatever. But it's like, you know what? They right. They got that right to kind of feel that way, and
the regular season is still the regular season, bro.
Yeah,
like you feel me? Like no disrespect and nothing. It's a lot of teams that win regular season. Not saying the Spurs are trash. Like I hate I gotta do that with everything, but it's teams that come out the gate and put on a show in the regular season, but that don't mean they're gonna win the championship. And San Antonio gonna be targeting their back in the playoffs, and there's other teams that been there, done that. They haven't yet, and it's still holes that they do have. They just have less holes than any other team. So matchups and all that stuff. You feel me about what's the situation?
Is it a failure of a season, bro, if they lose in the second round?
No. It's not a failure season. They lose in the first round.
You went home court advantage?
Yes, it's still not a failure. Even with home court advantage, they have already overachieved. They've already won this season. So if they lose, right, in the first round, the expectation is crazy next year. Either what, no matter how they lose or when they lose, the expectation is crazy next year. But it don't matter when they lose this year. They ain't been in the playoffs yet.
Okay.
Remember when? Think about the other seasons when Memphis was in the playoffs for the first time and all that stuff in that crew. We weren't like, oh, they might lose to the lower seed. Not saying they're the same level as this, but you didn't say it was over. Like they haven't been here before.
Okay. No, I was gonna say it's crazy, man, because I was listening to Wemby talking about physicality and all that stuff, and I think I was telling you how I watched that Detroit game. It was the first game they played Detroit, and it was like I told you how they were trying to get physical with him in that first half. And I think Wemby what I like about Wemby, bro? Like Wemby can evaluate himself and kind of know some of his weaknesses and what he knows what he needs to work on. That's kind of what I like about him too. He understands that teams are gonna try to get physical with him. He was talking about that. He understands. He talked about like Detroit and them guys like that, getting physical with them and all that stuff. And a lot of people kind of wondering if he could take that physicality when it gets to the playoffs, because this when he's gonna kind of let you play a little bit more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that he's gonna have to be a little tougher, which he's been showing here over this little stretch or whatever. He's going to be a little tougher. He definitely did it a whole lot better in that the second Detroit game. You know what I'm saying? He actually took those steps or whatever. And I think some of the stuff too that Wemby had to do. When I say Wemby got to be aggressive, I'm not talking about like give me the ball and move out the way. I'm not talking about that. Stuff like when they do give you a ball in the post or whatever, make your move. Don't get a defense time to kind of set up or whatever, and then try to get physical with you or whatever and take you out your game. Attack them first. If you do that first, man, that'll take them out of their rhythm. It's what they end up doing against Detroit in that second game, and they beat them handily.
Yeah, so I don't think people like started like comparing him like Will Chamberlain and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's gonna ever be like Will Chamberlain. I don't think that's his game. From seeing him these years, it's been enough years now. I told you, come on, bro. I done seen enough years. He averaging what 24 this year, whatever like that. Like, I don't think that's going to be his game, and I don't think he wants it to be his game. I think he's a very team-oriented alien where he's going to affect the game. He could be the best player in the league and not have the most points in the league and all that stuff like that, but just his impact on every like stat of what he does and the play on the court will just make it where he makes his team that much better because he just controls the game at a different level of like no one else.
And different way.
Yeah, just of no one else. So I don't even think it's going to be like everybody was expecting this offensive Kevin Durant thing. I don't think he's going to be better offensively than Kevin Durant. Like, I don't think that's his game. That's not but his all around. He's going to be the best great defender the best offensive great defender since Hakeem Olajuwon. That's what he's going to be. So where I say he's on that level of great all-time defense, but he's a special offensive player as well, that's the level he's going to be on, that type of thing. I think controlling the game where he's that.
Listen, we already compared this man to another great San Antonio player. He's Tim Duncan, bro.
Yep, Tim Duncan. That's how he impacted the game.
That's exactly how Tim Duncan impacted the game. Tim Duncan wasn't going out there giving you 30 and game points a game or whatever. He was giving you about 24. You know what I'm saying? 24 and 11 or 12 or whatever it was, which is what Wemby's giving you, right? And so I would say probably Wemby is a better defender, a post defender than rim protector than Tim Duncan. But
I'm about to say not a better post defender.
Yeah,
a better rim protector.
Not a better
post defender.
I changed my word up. Yeah, not a better post defender. I changed my words up. He's a better rim protector than Tim Duncan, but he can do so much as far as he can cover so much ground, though, man. You know what I'm saying? He's built to cover better on the perimeter, say like a Tim Duncan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't really
better
switch
offensively than Tim, though, bro. And that's crazy to say. You feel me? That's a high level to say and wild. But his all around game, even like the passing and all, I think he might be better offensively than Tim Duncan at his ceiling. Like
if somebody was to say that, I'm not gonna argue with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue with him. Because Tim had a nice little post game. He was 10 to 15 feet out. He can hit the occasional three, every once in a while, but it wasn't like
it with the big one. Pause if it was for
extra. Yeah, exactly. I think Tim would do it. I think Tim would be Brook Lopez today with his threes.
Tim Duncan ain't shoot that many threes back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. I bet my house anything else. If Tim Duncan was in this day and age, Tim Duncan would knock down threes if you left him wide open because he's Tim Duncan. Come on, bro. He would do whatever the game needed because he's one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball.
Facts. I agree. Do you think Wemby, if he stays healthy the rest of the season, he's Defensive Player of the Year?
That's the point I wanted to get to. Defensive Player of the Year. Bro, you think they're the best defenders in the NBA? Them guys that was on the list? What is Defensive Player of the Year? They're the best defenders in the league.
I've told you a bunch of times when I came on this show, I'll watch a Spurs game and I'm like, yo, when the last time you will watch a person on defense, you like, damn. Like, not saying nobody don't play, not saying like those guys don't play defense, but it's like, it's just hard to put into words sometimes because with Wemby's impact on that end, bro, I'm just like,
It
what
scares everybody. You see guys turning around and all, like, you're like, whoa, hold up.
I don't know if you heard Jokic's comments.
Yeah, I want to hurry up and get out.
He said, man, yeah, I gotta hurry up and get out because I already see what's been happening with the league or whatever. This dude, like I said, I told you a couple games we came in on the show and like I happened to watch a game that night or whatever. And I'm like, yo, bro, I just got through watching the Spurs game. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Wemby was everywhere. And it was like you were moving everywhere. He just happened to feel so many, take up so much space, bro. Like we talking about Ed Reed and all that. Yes.
He takes away two people. He's the only guy in the league right now that will stop a 2-on-1 break. That's not enough to attack him. When it's a 2-on-1 break, dudes turn it around and go back out to the 3-point line because that's not enough.
Bro, you know what's crazy? And I honestly think Wemby's defense is getting better.
I mean, he's playing the game more. It's going to get better like anybody else. He's going to understand what he is, what he does well, get to play the rules, understand what people do, and what he can do as far as playing defense. But my question, not even about Wemby though, bro. Take Wemby off the list, right? If we saying the top 4 defenders in the NBA right now, these the top 4 you picking?
That's what I'm saying. Like, man,
all right, Wemby can be one. That's fine, but the other 3 would be the other 3 guys, the best 4 defenders in the NBA.
I don't want to be disrespectful, bro.
It ain't disrespectful. It's just your opinion.
What?
You only got to say nothing about them. Just say, do you think guys better? I mean, it is what it is.
No, like, I don't think any of these guys are better than Wemby on defense, bro.
Do you think they're the top 4 though? So do you think the other guys are 2, 3, 4? That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
So say Wemby number 1. Do you think Chet, Rudy, and Bam are the next 3 defenders in the NBA? That's what I'm asking.
Listen, this is my thinking. I didn't know who the other options were for defensive player of the year. I literally, matter of fact, we said at the beginning of the season, it's literally Wemby's to win. All he need to do is stay healthy, which is why I was thinking he's been healthy. He's not ineligible for the award. It should be Wemby's. If you've been watching these games, bro, like I said, Wemby, bro, no, like
it is his. I'm 100% agreeing with you. It is his.
What I'm gonna say was, bro, I swear to you, it probably have, which is probably exaggerating, but I don't think I've ever seen a time, bro, where one person, you take this man off the court, it is like night and day with their defense. I told you that before. I'm watching the game. It's like, we know this eye on defense. And then you put Wemby in there. It's like, Jesus Christ, what the?
Kawhi Leonard.
How'd you get over there? I just saw you over here. You covering the left side of the goal of the court in the corner. And then all of a sudden you on the top of the key on the right side. Like, bro, how'd you get over?
No, it's been other greats, bro. It's just different. This one is just
it is other greats.
This is dominance. Like, this is
like
a
for
dominant
today's
level.
Game.
Yeah, because I mean, we've seen other greats. I'm thinking about it right now that you said something. I've seen Draymond Green do that. You feel me? Like, I've seen your defense completely change. It's like he's all in his prime. Not that people are gonna say, "Oh my God, I love Draymond Green." I'm keeping it real though. In his prime, when Draymond Green was on the court, he'd be everywhere. Like, golly, Draymond, what are you doing? Kawhi Leonard changed games. We obviously see when look at the Miami Heat and all that stuff playing the San Antonio Spurs. Kawhi wasn't in the game. Hey, when he come back in the game, damn, we can't do nothing. But Wemby's is a difference. Like I said, Wemby takes usually a great defender takes away one player. Wemby takes away 2 players, bro.
Yep.
Wemby takes away a pick and roll and all that because it's like, well, even if we throw the lob right there, Wemby gonna be he's 7'6". He close enough where he can go and defend. You feel me? Like he barely get off the ground to go, and he athletic at his size. He's not like a unathletic dude at his size. So it's like he not Boban jump and all that. Yeah. So, but like I say, my question, and I want to move on because I don't want to stay too long. But if I said, bro, who the 4 best defenders in the league right now, you would have picked those guys?
Not really. I told you, man. I've been looking at guys like a Sword Thompson.
That's what I'm saying. Like they the 4 best defenders other than Wemby. It's like those guys again. We doing Rudy Gobert again.
What's the boy name in Cleveland? Tyson.
Yeah.
Damn, Carter Bryant. Like I know he's just started, but like those type of
nobody on Detroit is on there.
For top, bro. Ron Holland been locking cats up. Asur. Who did I just say? Damn, who did I just say?
You said the same
Tyson over in Cleveland. I'm trying to run teams down in my head here. Shoot, Jaylen Brown.
bro. I feel like, how about I say this to you? I'm gonna Jaylen Brown. Hell yeah. How about I say this to you? I feel like Cooper Flag been a better defender than Bam Adebayo this year. And that's not a knock. Like, I feel like this is a safe. This is a safe 4 guys
safe,
again.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, it should be Wemby's to lose. It's kind of like to give it to Wemby. Because, like, what the hell? We just, like, no, not the Chet. I know the guy going to be like, I told you Chet was best defender in the league and all that bull. But, like, this is a safe pick again, bro. Like, come on, just picking centers and saying, well, Wemby and 3 other centers. These guys, you didn't put nobody from Detroit on this list. How?
So you don't even have B Stu on there.
So I'm saying, why?
I don't know, bro.
I didn't think Miami had a great defense this year. I thought they were on their offense at the beginning of the year and all that stuff.
Sound like reputation, bro.
And Rudy Gobert is there again? For real? He the second odds-on favorite? So if Chet got hurt right now, they saying that Rudy Gobert will win another defensive player of the year. Yeah, we need to get off these awards, bro. Or change them up completely. This is, excuse me, it's becoming a mockery.
But yeah, man, we can turn the page here, man. Found an interesting tweet here, man. We're gonna get into here, man. So we got to get into a little bit of somebody going to pause. Well, King, speaking of Cooper Flag, man, your boy Dylan Brooks on Cooper Flag. Quote, I rate him. Not better year than me, because if I was with the Mavs, we'd be in a playoff hunt right now, King. That's what your boy Dylan Brooks said, man. Your boy Dylan Brooks saying he's the coldest cat ever, and he way better than Cooper Flag. What you gotta say, man?
So I've like I said, I turned into the bad guy here because everybody gonna hate me. But Dylan Brooks, my dude. I've been telling y'all that forever. I told Relle before the show. When they were doing the dance and all, I said, bring it to Dallas, bro. We need that dance. And y'all were like, nah, bro, Dylan Brooks. Memphis ain't been the same since he been gone. Y'all realizing how much he impact winning.
Right.
And you see what the Suns doing. We thought the Suns were going to be completely trash. He was a borderline all-star dude this year. Like, I'm being dead serious. So his year this year is comparable, I should say, to Cooper Flags, right? I would say it is comparable to Cooper Flags in a way. But it's not a better year because Cooper Flag is obviously an 18, 19-year-old dude. You feel me? Like, you are a borderline all-star right now at your, you feel me?
You might have just hit your
peak. Peak, like, and that's cool because a lot of people didn't think, they thought, like I told you, Dylan Brooks was going to be worse than like a Pat Bev or something like that. And Dylan Brooks are actually a little nice. But Cooper Flag is obviously the answer long term, but anybody's answer. Like 10 times out of 10, if they were making a deal or picking one, they would pick Cooper Flag over Dylan Brooks. So, but Dylan Brooks, my guy, though. Dylan Brooks, man, you come on the show anytime. Pause.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say if Dylan Brooks was the number one option on the Dallas Mavs, other than Cooper, without Cooper Flag on the team, they'd be in the same spot. Bro,
they won 50. You crazy?
Okay.
Dylan Brooks winning 50 games, bro. 50. I'm joking. Comment section, please. You know what? I'm not joking. Bring that smoke. I'm not joking. 50 games, Dylan Brooks right now. If you don't know that I'm joking, then let's go bring the heat. Man. It is what it is.
Listen, Cooper gonna be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give him another year. Like I think we've been saying all year, if they could start building a team around him the proper way and all that stuff, it'll be fine, man. He missed some games here, so that's probably one of the reasons why they've been losing. He just came back, I think, a few games ago or whatever. So, I'll go ahead.
I'm expecting him. I'm expecting him. My goal for Cooper Flag next year, and he can exceed it as well, but at least become a top 20 player next year. that top 20, top 15. That's all NBA and all. We getting to that level and all. You got to get to that level. So if he can get the top 20 next year, he should be able to get the top 15. Really, all depending on how the Mavericks play, how many wins. But yeah,
I'm going to ask you this one question:
Mhm.
Is Cooper gonna get free throws in year 2?
it depends. I mean, he probably will. So I mean, here's my thing. Cooper got
He's a downhill
Yes.
player.
So Cooper gonna have to really. I think Cooper gonna have to work on his jump shot this offseason. I think the jump shot, and that's not saying his jump shot trash, but like he got to get something with the jumper on point so guys can he can get the fake out and then move and all. That's not saying he shouldn't get foul calls now, because I think people are gonna play him a little differently next year. And the way he plays right now is a setup for a sophomore slump if they play him a different way. But I think he should. I think he will work on his jump shot. I think he's young enough, and I think he seems like he's a guy that goes in the gym and on grind. So I think he'll come back with a jump shot and all, which will probably get him more free throws and then, like I say, more points. He should be at we say 25. I'm saying 25 next year. He should get you. He should be. I mean, we got Luka got the 28, right? So I'm saying Cooper should get you. Cooper should get you about 25 next year at least. 25, but like I say, getting those 5x5s that he been almost getting this year. So he'll be getting you 5x5s and all that, triple doubles, all that stuff next year. Probably 50-point games as well. But I think he gets to 25. He'll get to 25. And depends on Kyrie not there. Depending on how they play and all that stuff. He might get higher than that and all that. So it really depends on how good the team is. The better the team is, the less he'll be scoring next year. The worse the team is, the more he scores.
Yeah, if Kyrie come back a semblance of what he was, that could take pressure off of him, and that'll open the game for him too. But really, I told you, I've been saying I want him to be the stupidest player ever on in the mid range. I want him to be DeMar DeRozan in the mid range, bro. Just be automatic. Just work on that mid range. That could be a go-to, especially when, like you said, if teams gonna start playing you for the drive, they try to cut you off from the basket. Open the game up, man, with that mid range. Work on your 10 to 15 foot game, bro. Like I said, he got a little bit of mid range now. Like perfect that, man, and open everything else up for you.
Because I already can tell you the scouting report gonna be next year. The scouting report next year gonna be playing him like he left-handed.
Yeah, I just about to say play his left.
Play him like he left-handed. Play him to his right instead of play him to his left. That's gonna be the scouting report. So he gonna have to do that because he loved going to his left hand. His left hand efficient as hell. His right hand a little shaky, but I mean, obviously it's his right hand. He should be fine with that. So I think it'll be better. It's not nothing that's like it's low kinks. You feel me in the armor because he's young, and then it'll get better and better. Damn.
So in other words, you saying you take Dylan Brooks right now for a Cooper Flag? I got you. It's cool. I hear you.
100 out of 100, bro. Dylan Brooks.
I hear you. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to these questions, comments, man, and we can call it a night, King. Yes, sir. Listen, if you guys are interested in merch of the channel, simply scroll down to the description box below. We have a link to our actual site where the merch is. Or if you scroll right under us right here, I think up under this video, we have some merch here. Or you can just go to our YouTube channel, scroll over to the store tab, and you can get the merch from there. Either way, you have different options of getting the merch. Members of the channel, you already know, you got a permanent discount for being a member of the channel. Just our way of showing thanks to y'all for showing love to the channel in that special way. So either way, y'all, go ahead and scroll on down to the description box and check out the merch. All right, man. Now we can get to the questions and comments.
Sponsored by True Classic.
The most interesting customer came into True Classic today. A young man came in right when the doors opened and said he had a job interview in just 30 minutes. The challenge, or so he thought, he had about $150 to work with. Now in most places, that's a fancy shirt, maybe some nice socks. But at True Classic, when you add more, you save more. So not only did I set him up with a pair of our 4-way stretch chinos, Not only did I set him up with one of our white button-down shirts, I even helped him complete the look with one of our coach's jackets. All for just $130. So he found his fit, looked great for his interview, and I'm pretty sure he got the job too. That's true value.
Hey, shout out to them. You got what you got? You don't got no super chats, nothing, do we?
Yeah.
Cool Breeze says, "No, OKC the team to beat." Fine with that. I'm mad at that. I mean, they are the champions. Zashawn says, "Last week you said I'm a Jordan hater. I'm not. I just think people get it twisted and don't give consideration to the immense tools Jordan had beside him." No, Zashawn, when I say that, I don't think nobody hate. I'm not calling you anything. I obviously I think you're a student of the game, but with that being said, let's do this. So Chicago had probably the 3 best defenders in the league. And here's the example I'm going to give you. Hold on, let me read the rest of yours first. He says examples. Scottie Pippen was revolutionary for his time, a point forward that could defend everybody. Like imagine if you gave prime Kobe Bryant, Kawhi Leonard as his running mate throughout. Dennis Rodman is obvious as well. People don't realize Horace Grant literally humiliated Jordan and the Bulls in the playoffs the year he was with Orlando and beat them. It was Grant, not Shaq. He says, if you're playing a 5-on-5 game and you literally have the top 2 defenders on your team and you are the best scorer, damn, you better win. Facts. That's called team construction with Jerry Krause. That's what he's supposed to do, Zashawn. And here's my thing for you. And like I said, not to knock anything you said. I believe Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, and Scottie Pippen were the 3 best individual defenders at that time. So, with that being said, if you take away Scottie Pippen and you take away Dennis Rodman from the league, who a better defender than Michael Jordan? That's my say. So even if we saying with those guys, who else a better defender than Michael Jordan? If you gave Kawhi Leonard, if you gave Kobe Bryant, Kawhi Leonard, they don't take away from Kobe Bryant's defense either. You just got 2 great defenders beside each other. You feel me, Sean? Like Jordan won without Horace Grant as well. I mean, not without Horace Grant, he did, but without what's the name? Dennis Rodman too. Like the first 3-peat. So, I mean, he beat what's the name? Charles Barkley in them, that offensive juggernaut and all of them when he didn't have Dennis Rodman. So, just saying, man. Shout out to Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights, Glow Yard member. He says, "Happy Monday, everybody."
What up?
Berry? Make sure y'all check out his channel, please, y'all. Daniel Berry, that's my guy for real. Let's see. Curtis Knight says Luka, etc. Ja Morant, etc. I guess you're talking about people that follow people and all that. I believe. Cool Breeze said bugging son, MJ GOAT. Yeah. Yes. Curtis Knight said Jordan to go to the 90s. Yeah, he'd go to everything else too, Curtis. But I feel you. Like I said, I mean, it's a difference when folks don't watch Jordan. I understand when they say that stuff. When you watch Jordan, like I've seen Jordan since, there's no one better than Jordan. It is what it is, in my opinion.
I would tell folks, man, we was well, I can't say just lucky, but blessed to watch this dude throughout his career. Like I said, shout out to WGN. I got to watch all his games.
I wish I could have, like, we just missed that one era beforehand where it hit TV. Like, damn, we just missed Magic and Bird and all. I wish I could have really got mad. That'd have been crazy, like to see Magic and Bird, and then you feel me, Isaiah Thomas then get the mic and all that. That'd have been crazy. But to see Mike to start with Michael Jordan, where basketball really changed and got on the map for real, and then go from that point on to have that as your starting point. That's an incredible reference with basketball, bro. That's really what basketball really begins. That's really what it is. Magic Johnson and them until hand, and we just missed Magic. So from just missing Magic till now, we've seen most of basketball. Cool Breeze says Jordan the GOAT, period. Facts. Kobe for 3 says I'm a LeBron guy. I feel you. He said he defined the greatness of the game. I feel you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad. I love Bron. I have my opinions. Like, I think Bron is the second best player. I don't think he's better than Jordan, but that don't mean I think others better than Bron. Bron, my dude. It is what it is. It's just my opinion. Cool Breeze said Jordan is greatness. Facts. The definition of greatness. Man, Jordan had on the. I thought you were going to show the little thing about the GOAT thing with him and Mike Tirico. We had the.
I wanted to, wearing his, I
feel you. He Jordan wearing his Jordans now too. You realize that he rocking his Jordans all the time now.
Yeah, some
the ones on the white straight ones on to get with Mike Tirico.
Well, I was gonna say he had on. I don't know if you saw he had them 4s on.
On
That
when he was in the
collab?
race car, when he was at the NASCAR, when they won the
I think so.
I think that was when
Yeah,
he,
I think so.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Jordan, I see you. Okay,
It was kind of
finally
like a cream, like a cream white,
you
like
said
the same. He was that white, like you see her at the bottom of. Oh, you're not down there yet. Never mind.
No, you said
You look down
Jordan
at the bottom of the
comments. What you say? Looking bottom of where? The comments?
like I had the comment where it says can't post comments to some destinations.
Mhm.
That color around there, that bar, it was that color, and then the red on it was burgundy, like a wine burgundy color. Yeah, it was a Fords. It was like collab with somebody, but those things were clean, man.
You said Jordan stop dressing like your pops. Shout out to your pops, bro.
Jordan finally stepping up, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, damn, Jordan.
He wearing his dad's shoe version of the Jordans, man. That was giving with him.
Curtis said Space Jam 1 was GOAT if we comparing Space Jams. Yeah. I saw Space Jam 2 once. I'll never see it.
I did too. I saw it once. I said, nah, I'm good.
It had some cool references and stuff in there. It's like Coming to America and all. I watched that once. It was funny when I watched it the first time. I was like, it was some cool stuff. I'll never watch it again. Happy Gilmore too. I'll never watch it again.
I saw Happy Gilmore. You talking about the second one?
Happy Gilmore too.
About also. Oh, it's Happy Gilmore too. Yeah. I saw that too. It was all right. Oh, I think I lost you, King.
I'm still. Am I here?
Oh, there you
Back
go.
with Billy Madison and all that stuff. That's my joint. But nah. Part 2 was. Curtis says it was a better movie. Facts. Cool Breeze said, y'all, Braun, shaking my head. I don't know.
What the comment. Now you probably talking about the comments.
Oh, okay. Cool Breeze said Kobe was a copycat of Jordan. Yeah, but more as well. Kobe had like the footwork of like Hakeem and all that as well. Especially later on.
Had that Hakeem. Yeah, he had that Hakeem footwork.
Kobe had to be more skilled in a way to deal with, like I always say, the deficiencies he didn't have that Jordan had, like the big hands and all that stuff. And Jordan was more athletic and all that. So Kobe a skilled machine, man. I told you, Kobe up there on the Mount Rushmore as far as skill. Yeah. Cool Breeze said you could never be better than the original. Facts, though. He's not better. He was
definitely
copying the hell out of him, though, bro, and doing it. And I was telling folks when Kobe was shooting and getting like 46% as a career high, and all, I was like, remember Jordan was doing this, getting these high numbers scoring, and he was getting 50%. People don't want to realize that. They forget about that, though. Back in that era with a big man and all, Jordan was getting 50% back then. Cool Breeze said Kobe is a rookie, not playing, and then come off the bench. Facts. Shout out to Dell. That's a Big J guy. I see you. What's that, Joey? I can't even see. Oh, Joe Ray. Cool Breeze said Bron bar hot from team to team. Facts. I mean, he still won. What's that? 3 different teams though. Finals MVP. Never been done. So yes, but give credit where credit is due. Cool Breeze said OKC still team to beat. Spurs a year or 2 away, maybe.
We'll find out.
Joe says Sacktown. Nah, Spurs are tough to beat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Sacramento. I'm sorry, Joe, if you're a Sacramento Kings fan, man.
No, I was joking when I said
welcome.
Remember I said they're not been in Sacramento.
Yeah. I was just wondering maybe he really maybe he a Sacramento King fan and like, yeah, Sacktown, but yeah.
Hey, shout out to our guy Jay Hardaway.
Yeah, Jay. Oh,
I know he's a Sac man.
Yeah, Joe said Spurs own OKC. They did. Cool Breeze said playoffs different. They have no experience. That's what I'm saying. Joe said they're young and hungry though. Yes, they are. Cool Breeze said OKC did the same thing 2 years ago and got bounced. When they got bounced though, they weren't that good. I mean, you mean when they lost to the Mavericks? I think you said, right? Cool.
Probably.
And yes, Joe says Wemby is totally different. Just ask OKC. Yeah. Right. Cool says Spurs got to feel some pain. They ain't skipping no stages. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, maybe Wemby's that special player. So you never know until it happens. If somebody does it, you feel me? Like you didn't know Patrick Mahomes was going to be there after Tom Brady until he was there, right? Stuff happens. Joe says Spurs are right where they belong. Cool Breeze said playoffs a different season. Facts. Joe says I've been Spurs fan since 1977. I know what time it is. I feel you.
Okay.
Hey.
Got us a Spurs fan in the building, man. Shout out to Spurs, everybody.
Cool Breeze said you should know them. Talk to him. Yeah. They going back and forth. Jesus. Now y'all going old head, all this stuff. Let's see. Ed, shout out to Ed. He said Dylan Harper, badass. Yeah. Dylan Harper, nice.
I like Dylan Harper, man.
Shout out to Babe. She says happy Monday, Glow Yard. Curtis said Wim Duncan.
He said Wim Duncan. I like it.
Cool Breeze said, but Timmy had vets around him. He did, but
Yeah.
Timmy was the best player on the team by year 2. Cool Breeze.
And it's different times too, Cool Breeze. People don't really build their team with vets no more like that.
Yeah. One Mighty says Rudy who? That's what
I don't know, bro.
he says OG Anunoby is very good. Yeah,
Oh,
as far as
yeah.
defensively and all of
That's
that.
That's another one, yeah.
Like, they just picked them same guys like Bam Adebayo. No, come on, bro. We gonna reward Bam for what? No, not.
And that's what I was trying to do one Mighty. I was literally trying to go down in my head, like in my mind, like what, like run teams down in my mind, like yo, who they got, who they got. Like you said, that's another one, OG. So
Yeah.
I'm with King. When I found that, my thing was I was thinking like why they got Wemby number 3. When all we've been hearing is if Wemby is healthy, if he makes the threshold, he got it automatically. Let's shut up and give it to him. He should have got it the last 2 years or whatever it was. So I don't know. I'm with you.
Facts. Joe says Spurs crew going to take care of business. Check out Joe. Also check out Spurs versus Everybody YouTube channel.
Yeah, Spurs versus Everybody.
They're
Shout
straight
out,
Spurs channel. Go ahead.
Shout out to shout out to Greg and Marsh.
Yeah.
Spurs versus Everybody.
Timmy Jesus says, was that before the arrest or afterwards? I don't care. I mean, my guy, can he do what he do? If you know me.
Hey, I about to say, for what he got caught with, it might have been before.
Yeah, it was sad. Hey, man. Joe said Flag wanted to play with Wim VP. They trying to get Flag over there in Boston, bro.
That was the rumor going around, man.
Team says, what do y'all want to see the Mavs and Spurs do this offseason?
Good question.
Mavs, take care of your draft picks and all. Clean your team up and all that. Get Kyrie healthy. Compete for a playoff next year. Flag in the second year and all. And Spurs cut dead weight and get better. We find out who was there in the playoffs, who's doing their job and all. Whoever's not, get rid of them and get the guy that's going to, take a spot. It does what he does.
Yeah, we're going to see what they do in the playoffs. Like King said earlier, that's going to determine what they need. We start seeing what they do in the playoffs. With the Mavs, like he said, hit on your draft picks. Start shaping the roster in Cooper's image. Because whoever they're going to draft is going to obviously be, if they get a high enough draft pick, whoever that person is going to be is going to also be the running mate with Cooper. So you start building around those two guys going forward.
Facts. And this is the last one I'm going to try to finish the show. We can get it done before the hour. Cool Breeze said, Jordan fade away, unstoppable. Facts.
The GOAT. But listen, man, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Rocking with your boys for another episode, man. Great conversation, y'all. This is what we're here for. You see different fans in the comment section. It don't matter what team you're a fan of, man. We talk about all the teams here. Hey, like some of the guys, like we had Spurs fans in here, man. Like, you got some opinions about that team, man. Y'all let us know, man, because we don't really know a lot about all the teams. You know what I'm saying? We watch the games and stuff, but we're not like diehard fans of each of those teams, so we're not like entrenched in each of the teams. Y'all are. So y'all come over here, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think about each of these teams, man. Give us y'all's opinion on them, man. Also, too, man, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Like I said, we do this every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday morning, y'all. All right, so join us here for these conversations, man. We'll just be in here chopping it up about the NBA, man. Y'all let us know. Also, too, shout out to the members of the channel, man, like guys like Daniel Berry. Simply hit that join button next to the subscribe button, man, if you want to become a member of the channel. We have shows dedicated to the members of the channel on Fridays, and we also have different perks and stuff for the members of the channel, y'all. So if you want to become a member of the channel, just simply hit that join button there, right there next to the subscribe button. Also, too, follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geeks, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We got a show tomorrow evening. I don't know what we're talking about. I know we talked about the different trailers that released last week. The Boys' last final season trailer released. What else did we talk about? I'm blanking. Who else? It was The Boys. Not Spider-Man. The Lanterns, the Green Lantern show on HBO came out. The trailer came out. We talked about that on the last show too. So we'll probably talk about some more of that stuff here on tomorrow evening, y'all. So just join us, man. If y'all into Star Wars, DC, Marvel, all that good stuff. We talk about all that over there. So join us over there on Cause We Geek, y'all. Kings, everything else we get?
Share, and follow us on We Talk Combat. So we talk all things combat, sports, and sports entertainment. We do shows every day, basically. We do recap shows, weekly recap shows on Sundays, and we're going to start review shows after after Raw, NXT, and SmackDown during the week. So follow us over there. Thank you, and we'll see y'all again Wednesday.
Yes, sir, man. You heard him. We'll be back again here on Wednesday, man, for more NBA conversations. So, like I said, if you guys be new, hit that subscribe button. If you guys can do us a favor and hit them likes for us this evening, that'd be much appreciated. We'll be back here on Wednesday, y'all. It's Cap and Crown. We'll talk about all things NBA related. We'll be back. Same Cap time, same Crown channel.
No cap.
Cap and Crown. Listen, King, you got it completely wrong again. I don't know how you be getting this stuff wrong. I really don't know how you get it wrong. All right. Rudy Gobert is the greatest defender in NBA history.